Hi 8th grade students, this is Mr. Alford and I am making a help video for homework number 7, which is Geometry Review Part 2. This is going to be one of your problems on that assignment. So on this assignment, let's see, this problem is talking about basically finding the value of this angle x right here. What I decided to do to help me teach you this is here's that angle x, it's in light green, and this angle 110 is in red. Now these two angles together, they make one straight line. So remember, these two angles make a straight line, so that means that they are supplementary. That means that they add up to 180. So again, these two angles, they make a straight line. That means they add up to 180. There you go. You should be able to do that problem. All right, problem 5 is basically talking about dilating by a scale factor. So I am going to do just a quick example to help you with that. This is another example of dilation. If I have triangle XYZ and it has vertices at X, your point X is at 1, 1, point Y is at 2, -1, and point Z is at 5, 4. I'm going to dilate this, just for example, by a scale factor of 3. So when I do that, that just means I take all my x and y values, my original x and y values, and I'm going to multiply them by my scale factor 3. Okay, so 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. So x prime is going to be 3, 3. Okay, for my point y, I've got 2, -1. 2 times 3 is 6. So my new x value for y is 6. -1 times 3 is -3. So my new y value for point y is -3. Point z, x value is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. So my new x value for z is 15. 4. 4 times 3 is 12. My new y value for z is 12. So there you go. You just need to, when you have your points and you need to do a dilation by a scale factor, you just multiply all your x values and all your y values by that scale factor to get your new points for your new shape. Problem 7, this is just a volume problem where it's about the volume of a basketball, which is a sphere. So here is the formula for a volume of a sphere. 4/3 times pi times r cubed. Maybe you want to pause this video and copy that. Same here for problem 11. Here's the volume of a cone. Maybe you want to, this is 1/3 times pi times r squared times the height. So maybe you want to pause this video and copy that. Problem 6, this is problem 9. And I'm actually just giving you the answer. What you see here that is circled in light green, that's the answer word for word. So this is saying give one example of additional information that could be used to conclude that the triangles are congruent. These triangles aren't telling you whether the sides are congruent or not. They're telling you that some of the angles are, they're telling you that the angles of these two triangles are congruent. But it's not telling you whether or not the sides are congruent. Remember, congruent means the same size. So basically, if we know that the sides are congruent, then we know that the two triangles are congruent. And this thing I circled in green, that's the answer word for word that you just need to put down. Congruent means that the triangles are the same size. Just because and this in parentheses is just me wanting to explain something to you, so just so that you know a little bit more. Congruent again means that the triangles are just the same size. Just because two triangles have congruent angles does not mean the two triangles are the same size. They can have congruent angles, but not have congruent sides. That's all the help for this video. Good luck, guys. Email me or call me if you have questions.